was a walk. Get a better view of that house now. We're above the height of it now. Heaps of wilding pines up here, and the track continues. I think around it's called a fly up that valley and have a wee bit of a look. So mega awesome to take the opportunity to explore and check out parts of an area, and one of the most awesome places to capture a little bit of that history and a little bit of an idea of what and how life was is to visit the local cemetery. And these cemeteries are just so special in a sense. And it's humbling to see how generational things have changed in terms of the length of life that people lived, or how people died and where they died, in their workplaces, families, father and son, mother and child. There's a sadness and a definite humbling behind that. Well, we're camped over there, some information boards up in there, and an anchor for the dredge. A fair bit of weight to hold. A little bit of pate with some crackers. There's an entree as our veggies are steaming down there. Well, hopefully they'll be steaming in a minute. Go, gourmet pate. There you go.
Cracked pepper.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Veggies are boiling well. We've had to reduce the size of our cracker packet because that's all we've eaten. The pate is gone. Sandflies are biting. Last of the crackers. And that one there also has got a lot of pepper in there. I really like pepper. Pepper's much better than mushroom by far. A good old Lithuanian porter. Let me see if I can pronounce it properly. I won't be able to. Runkuski. No, Rinkuskia. Kuri. No. Okay, we'll give up. I just looked at the porter, will be beautiful. And I've got this bourbon barbecue smoked salmon. Nice sausages done. So now we've got carrots here, and we're just mashing because it's one of these special pots. We don't want to scratch the surface. If I had some of that butter, it'd be ideal. We're heating up the salmon. Created bed. There we go.
And then we'll have two sausages for breakfast.
Well, maybe I'll save that for breakfast then too. I can do that. Do that. Nice big bed there. We may get hungry and may decide to eat the whole lot. And my blister from burning is still there. Look at that. Damn, that's ouch. Just fit this off into here. Wow. There we go.
Where's your peas?
We don't have peas, we don't need peas. This is not a pea meal. Delissimo divinity. Righto, as you can see, we're eating this.
You got your head cut off.
Don't worry about it.
Well,
look at that. Let's try a bit of salmon. Oh, look at that,
want some tomato?
Delissimo. So for later we've got some street eats Greek souvlaki, and for now, just as a dessert, we're having some homebrew bourbon. This is a mixture of a bourbon chunk soaked and bourbon barrel soaked chunk. This is spirit that's been soaked in chunks of oak barrels.
I know we can get some more chunk.
Used for bourbon, and also some Irish whiskey essence. So just to tweak it up a bit. Mixed with cola as homebrew. Well, this is homebrew, the cola's not homebrew. Nice. Keeping the sandflies at bay. The way the light has gone down, the tips of the mountains have lost all light. What I'm really loving about this outlook, I mean, these are wilding pines, or dying wilding pines, but looking out beyond those and the sort of the foreground and ground beyond creates a really nice accent, especially with the reddening sun setting sky, where the sun's well and truly gone now, but won't be far from dark. It's a beautiful spot, quiet and peaceful if I don't talk. Oh, well, as the sun rises and a little bit of breakfast. I don't normally do this, but it's a bit of leftover mash from last night. We're all packed up, ready to go again, back out on the way we came in. Just the one hill to get up that could be a tricky one, but we'll see how we go. Have no choice. A trip like this there's a certain nervousness about the coming into a place that classes the most dangerous road in New Zealand, and the uncertainty of whether we're going to get all of the way. We have got all of the way. On the way in, there was a group of motorcyclists coming out, and one of them was a bit tangled up on a wee rise. It's quite sandy and quite deep, which is what I was talking about there before. So I am just hesitantly touch nervous about attacking that hill. Fingers crossed we'll make it. But I can tell you what, I'm very happy, very satisfied that we got in here and got to experience such a beautiful place. And again, there's just so much more to see and to just take in up here. I did film around this bridge just down below to the right. With the drone I flew down into the riverbed and up and around and over the bridge. But unfortunately, being new with the drone, I had neglected to realise that I hadn't actually hit record. So what I saw on screen is now just a memory. So as we come up over this rise, we then hit the wee hill, quite sandy, quite steep. Again, doesn't really show here, but quite deep sand and slippery kind of stuff. So throttle on, keep the momentum, and let's hope we get there. Damn, that was a bit hair-raising. Coming out of the canyon, we encounter a little bit more traffic. Not sure why, but it is what it is. Just got to have your wits about you a little more and keep an eye out, so you don't want to become entangled in a 4x4. I must say this was most enjoyable. Last night in the tent, the ride into Skipper's Canyon. Yes, as I said, a little bit nerve-wracking, the idea of going in, but watching a few videos in the past and seeing what it might be potentially like. Not that bad at all. Thoroughly recommend going in, having a look and enjoying the remoteness of a very special place. And much respect to the pioneers before that made this road and got all the stuff and everything in there that they did to slave away looking for the golden stuff. from the exit or entry to Skivers Canyon Road, a little bit up the road, Coronet Peak, the Skifield car park, an absolutely awesome vista, beautiful view looking out over the valley, Queenstown, Arrowtown, just beautiful. Time to head back down the mountain, and we're going to head further south, and we have an idea where we're going to stay tonight, but the question is, are we going to stay there or not? Frankton, which is just out of Queenstown and right next to where the Queenstown Airport is, and the Remarkables, beautiful, majestic, mountainous rock sitting out alongside and flanking the shores of Lake Wakatupu as we head towards Kingston, home of the Kingston Flyer. This road is a spectacular road, known for the Devil's Staircase, nice windy stretch going down beside this beautiful lake. The upside downside can be is that you might get stuck behind some camper vans and other traffic. In saying that, it gives you an opportunity to look out and enjoy, smile and be happy in being able to ride and view and enjoy such a beautiful stretch of road. Just north of Kingston, a little camping spot, mostly for camper vehicles, I believe, and we catch up with a fellow Motoguzzi from the North Island doing a trip down to the Southern Island. As we also depart, we head southward to Kingston. We're going to top up with some gas just to keep us going and get us through towards Te Anau and beyond, looking for our next camp for the night. But before then, we are feeling a little bit peckish with the intention of stopping for a snack at a little wee cafe bar and maybe a beer at Athol. We've never stopped at Athol. It's a little bit south of Garston. Another great wee spot too, once upon a time. Some memories we've forgotten. But Athol is a great little wee village, known a bit for fishing and stuff, but this place has a really nice wee cafe that slow smokes some meat. Cheers. Cheers. Very good. I think we've done this here before at this pub before.
Dirty hands. Cut hands.
Well, that sure filled a gap, and thanks again for coming along on this motorcycle journey. Plenty more places to go, plenty places to see. Hope to see you back here next week. Same time, same day. Thanks again. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you. Be good.